Hello and welcome to the 500 Workshop. Today we're going to be looking at the gear lever. So this is our gear lever and mechanism, and I managed to get hold of this from a car that had been taken apart many years ago and not put back together. So it's quite unusual. These are quite expensive pieces to get hold of. I have a project lined up for this, which is to kind of create a model of the gearbox and the gearbox mechanism, so you can actually see the gears and as they switch in between them. But I'm not going to assemble it in this state. What I want to do first is clean it all up and get it ready. So the first thing we're going to do is disassemble this mechanism and then get it cleaned up. So I've not taken one of these apart before. It appears to have some kind of nut at the bottom here. These two bolts are what grips it to the side of the tunnel in the car. So I'm not sure where to start really. I mean, we can take these out. These are not needed. We can clean those up separately. So put those to one side. And then I guess we will undo this nut. Looks like a 13, which it is, and we will see what that does. So when trying to undo it, it seems that it turns the handle at the same time. So what I've got here is a impact wrench. Let's see if this helps at all. Ooh. Turns the handle off. There we go, I think it's got it this time. And there we are. So nut comes off. This cap that sits on the top of here comes off. Pull our piece out here, and then we have a spring that holds it all together. Move that to the side for a second. And I think we need to clean this up to know whether any of that comes apart further. You see it's heavily greased, but filthy grease as well at the same time. Oh, push it. You seem to be able to push this out this way, which is good. Unexpected. But there we go, that's that piece. And then this. This is an interesting one. I'm not sure how this rubber kind of piece is held in place. It doesn't look in bad condition, so I don't think I need to take it out and do anything with it. I just think that I need to now clean all these bits up to the best of my ability, and then we can probably reassemble it. Right, so I like to use this Napa degreaser. Just going to spray it liberally on the parts. And I've got this already used cloth where hopefully I can start to wipe away some of the mess. This is just taking the surface stuff off really. Do a more thorough clean after. Just trying to get most of the grease and mess off. Better to do this than put it straight in the parts washer, because all your parts liquid will get washing liquid will get dirty very quickly. So that's clearly all one solid piece. None of that comes apart. We can now see that it's one solid piece from now the dirt's removed. Oh, there's another bit on the bottom there which I wasn't aware of. That's now come out as well. See, it's nice and shiny in there, where obviously that plate has been in place and it's probably been rubbing over time, giving it a nice sheen. These are original Fiat bolts. You can see stamped with the Fiat logo. It's always nice to have. I've got myself a little wire brush here. I'm just gonna give the inside of this a good clean, because there's a little bit of surface rust in places, and hopefully this will just lift it off. So now that we've cleaned up all our parts, I was going to spray this, but I quite like the patina actually, the age. We can now start the reassembly. Before I do that though, because this has got kind of a little bit of surface rust on it, I'm just going to coat it with some WD-40, spray some WD-40 on there, and that will just, the penetrating oil will stop it from any further corrosion. Managed to clean up this really nicely actually. There's a nice brass in that washer slash bush, I guess you call it. But yeah, everything's nice and clean and ready to be reassembled. I've just got some multi-purpose grease here for the assembly to make sure that this piece particularly was nicely greased up. That wants to move very nice and smooth. And the spring around this was also greased, just to make sure that there's minimal kind of rubbing and wear. First thing we're going to do is put this back in. Actually, I'm going to put some grease on that as well. Help it slide in, but obviously it's going to move about when you're changing gear as well. So it makes sense to have some lubrication in there. Don't want to overpack it. There we go. Got nice movement now. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is put a load of grease on the inside of here. I'm also going to put it on top of here as well, just so that it's on both surfaces. Put a fair bit in here. And put that on top. Also going to put some grease around here as well. Put the spring on. We should be able to thread this through. And we need to turn it onto the other way. Ooh, sliding all over the shop. Now the problem with it all being greased up. Slot that in there, that should hold it for a moment. Yeah, that is going to move around in there as well, isn't it? So I'm going to put some grease on this side as well. And again, putting it on here. And we're getting a bit messy. Got a washer. And then our nut. I was going to replace the nut, but it appears that I don't have any of the right size in stock. So I'm just going to reuse the one we had before. There we go, that's on the thread now. And put some on the inside of this as well. Scoop that in there. And just turn it around a bit. Should get that grease running around the inside. Nice. Now we can have a go at tightening up, but I'm going to need to wash my hands first because the grease is all over my hands now and everything's going to slip. Okay, hands nice and degreased now, so coming back in with my impact wrench. And there we go, that looks nice and tight back where it should be. Put our gear knob back on. Nice and tight there. It's got a good feel about that now. Nice and loose. Moving around nicely. And there we have it, our restored gear lever mechanism, ready for my project when I get round to it. But now we can put this on the shelf all nice and clean and use it later. So we finished the video and we rebuilt this, but something that we didn't do, which I've now learned, which I just thought I'd add to the end of this video, is that we didn't replace this rubber bush here. It's the only thing we didn't do on this rebuild, but I have learned how to do it since. So if you want to replace this bush or need to replace this bush, these three brass pieces here are actually clips that are holding it in place. So you'd effectively take this center piece out, you'd push the bushes, the brass pieces towards the center, which would unclip them on this rubber bush. You could then replace the actual rubber bush and then put the brass bits back in and clip it in place. So just to say that if you did want to do that, that's how you would do it.